1998.
This shit's fire.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the PTG Pin the Gas podcast, lucky number 7. And of course, as always, we are joined here by the most beautiful man in the planet, arguably, Cool Jules, Mr. Andelix, Chris the Show Simko, and oh, good old sweet Bea Tea. What is good, bro?
Welcome, Bea Tea.
Great to see you
Welcome.
guys. Great to see you guys.
Welcome.
Great to see you guys. Pleasure. Total pleasure. Pleasure's all mine.
Better be pleasure. Shoot. That's
It
what
is.
we got. Now,
Not like handy pleasure, but it's a pleasure.
That's right. That's right.
Now, I was talking to the gentleman earlier about like our encounter, right? I was like, yo, like I met this dude named Bea Tea in the freaking pit, and then they're like, oh, you met Bea Tea? I was like, yeah, I met some dude named Bea Tea. He's like, oh man, like I'm a fan. So I had to look you up after they told me, and then I was like, oh, I saw the Tales of the Gemini podcast, and I saw the I watched the recent episode of freaking Sorry We're Canceled for 15 minutes straight, gentlemen. I don't know if you guys saw his recent one, but for 15 minutes straight, they've been talking about a mascot versus a spokesperson. I just wanted to rip my hair out at 6 in the morning. I'm like, yo, come on.
Right? I mean, seriously, right? Seriously, right?
Bea Tea, could you elaborate on that? What was your stance?
Man, they're not even close. I mean, a spokesperson is somebody like Flo. A mascot is like a Nebraska Cornhusker with the big ass head. They come out in front of the
Right.
team and they're doing all this. Like, hey,
Right.
I mean, there's no comparison. And trying to talk that he was too stupid to realize that it's like it's not even apples and oranges. It's like apples and potatoes. It's different.
A mascot is like a joke, like a symbol that's supposed to, like, every time you look at that image, you think of the company, right? You
No,
got
a mascot is like a college football team, like
Yeah.
the, you know, like the
Like the Georgia Bulldogs.
They come up with the big ass head and the gun, and you get a picture with them, and they stink because they've been in that suit all day. And you go,
no fan.
Hey,
Smell
hey,
like
Bea
yeah,
dead
no,
Tea.
fish.
really.
Hey,
Yeah,
BT is
the person is like Flo or the dude for a State Farm,
Yeah,
Jake. I mean,
Jake, yep.
yeah. I mean, so it's not even a comparison, bro.
No, not at all.
No, it's not.
Hey, BT is Nebraska the university you went to? Is that where you're from?
No, I went to the University of Oklahoma.
Oh, Oklahoma.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
University
Yeah.
of Oklahoma. Now, and then I was telling the dudes, I was like, yo, our first encounter was when I was in pit lane, and I walked up to Franco Morbidelli, and like I wanted to like come up with like a little joke or like some sort of icebreaker. So I was like, here we go. All right, coming up to Franco, and I see your big ass walk through like, hey, the soccer ball, like, hey, Franco. I was like, oh, there's my icebreaker. I'm like, yeah, let's go, let's do this. So it was great. Because of you breaking the ice, I was able to get that picture with Franco Morbidelli. So I appreciate you for that. That was my first time taking a picture with a MotoGP rider.
Yeah, me and Franco, he still says, let's go kick the soccer ball around. And I said, okay, Franco, let's do that. So I've been practicing. And yeah, so when he wants to do it, even though he's from Brazil, I ain't scared, bro. I ain't scared. I ain't scared.
I'll take that
Bro,
challenge. What?
they're-
I got this, Franco. What?
They're like 4'2". I don't know what is there to be scared of? Being kicked in the shins? I don't know.
No, those guys are great at. I mean, let me tell you something, man. Like just for shits and giggles, I say whatever after the race for my reviews. But
Right.
man, when I was in Aston, I got a chance to talk to those guys, and you see the frustration in their face.
Yes.
Yeah.
And how it's not going well for them, and they still have to talk to the press because that's part of their job. It takes on a whole different, like, you feel so bad for them, and they're looking at you, and it's like for me to, like, this phone, it's like, and they're talking, and they got to be nice, but man, it's a whole different vibe, and you feel so bad for saying any kind of bad, just
Yeah.
even if it's just giggles. You feel so bad because I think he crashed twice. I mean, it was just,
Yeah,
it's
it was
horrible. Like,
horrible.
I mean,
It is.
Johan Mir was the same way. I had to talk to him, and he had to look on his face, just like he was like, blah, 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 blah. I mean, I felt so bad for the dude, man. But I mean, Yeah, so I mean, yeah, I love Frankie. And I think Frankie gets it, but
Mhm.
still, man, I feel bad sometimes trying to make jokes off those guys because, man, it's like when it's not going well for them and the whole world sees it, it's like, ooh,
Hey,
Yeah,
BT,
it's
Yeah.
what do
rough.
you think is
It's
gonna
rough.
happen? What do you think is gonna happen with Frankie? Like, what's the outcome after this whole? I mean, like, is he on, off? Like, what's gonna happen with him?
dude. I mean, it's such a bad year. I mean, it's already, Dobie said he's not coming back. That's
Yeah.
already, in the so with Frank. I mean, he's having such a bad year. You never know, man. Yamaha might just buy his contract out. I mean, that's how bad it is. I mean, I don't know. I mean, that's a great question because I think everybody's making ready for the big moves that are going to be made in the silly season. But
Yeah,
I think the kind of the first. The first ball to drop is Dobie saying he's not coming back. So there's a seat to be filled. So is that
Yeah.
seat going to be filled by Raul Fernandez, who I hear is not going to, who's not happy? At least that's what I hear from
Yeah.
the grapevine.
Rasselin likes him.
But
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, he's saying that, but I mean, who knows? But yeah, I mean, I'm thinking he's going to go to Yamaha but that Yamaha is not easy to ride, and I don't know, man. It's just the whole thing is. I mean, think about it.
Mhm.
If it wasn't for Fabio, Yamaha's basically
Honda.
West Side Honda.
What
They're West
Honda's
Side
in?
Honda.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're in the same
It,
situation
it's
Honda's in.
another marked
ex-
Yeah.
situation where they put all their eggs
exactly.
in one basket on one rider.
Yeah. Hey,
But
BT, so
but
we
if you
still wide open.
But if you think about it, the only teams where the bike is working well is Aprilia. If you really think about it,
Yeah.
That's
if
true.
Yes.
only Aprilia, because if it were for Fabio, Yamaha would be like I said, the back of the pack. Um,
Back to the degree.
Suzuki to a certain extent. I mean, Rins is so on and off. The dude
Off.
is like,
Yeah.
And he's
it,
my
it,
favorite freaking rider, bro.
he's like honestly, he's like a 13-year-old girl going through puberty. Like one day she's nice, one
He
day it's like,
is. Right.
what
Right.
is what's wrong, sweetie? I don't know. I feel bad. You're not bad. I mean, I don't know what's going on with Suzuki. And plus Suzuki leaving too. It's got to play mind games. So it's like, I don't know, man.
It's
I
like
don't know, bro.
it's like in the mental of the riders, they're like, man, should we even try anymore? Like, or should we just fish for another
It's got to
contract?
be tough for all of them for sure.
No, they have to try. I
No,
mean,
of
Yeah.
course.
Of course.
they're all trying more than people give them credit for. But sometimes,
Hmm.
man, when the bike's not working and you're banging your head against the
It's
wall,
demoralizing.
you still got to be like this to the press. I mean,
Hmm.
Jesus Christ, man. I mean, you can only take so much before you just lose it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. I can only imagine how demoralizing it is to know that you're not even sure that you're gonna have a freaking job next season. Like, it's insane. But for in terms of the free Yamaha seat, I mean, the boys know that I'm very adamant on Toprak Razgaliolu. I think that
No,
motherfucker is the
And let's see what
he ain't
BT
coming
has
over.
to
no.
say. Let's see
No.
what BT has
No.
to
No,
say.
no, he's not
No.
coming over. He's gonna stay
No?
in
Yeah.
he's
Well,
he's gonna
Superbike.
stay in
WSBK.
World Superbike. He has, but he to me he really has no oomph about getting the GP, and I think it's more some of him, but I think it's some of his with Keenan Safaglu. Like if you listen to Safaglu talk, they're like,
He
okay,
runs. Keenan Savaglu runs that.
Could
he runs that, and it's like he's just a little. I
could
mean,
could you could you make a case that maybe they're playing hard to get, maybe?
no, no, I don't think so. I mean,
Because
I
from
I
from
I
some of the
I
things.
think
Hmm.
Man, I no, I really don't. I think he's really happy in World Superbike. I think he can be the big star. But if he came over to GP, would he end up like Sufagalu did? Because Sufagalu was the man in Super Sport. Then he came over to Moto 2 and did nothing. The only
That's
thing he
true.
did the only thing he did in Moto 2 was he ruined Julian Simone's career. I mean, that's what he did. I mean,
Yeah.
he was Safaglu being Safaglu on a Moto 2 bike, thinking it was a World Super Sport bike, and he
Right.
ruined Julian Simone's career.
He
So,
did.
I mean, now that he's a manager and he's got Anchu, he's got the Anchu brothers, he's got Raz, and he's got who's the other one?
Uh,
Mm,
dang,
he's got
forgot his name.
the other Safaglu,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Safaglu.
I think
So
on World Super Sport, I think.
Yes.
yeah, and he's a little bit of a gangster, man, Safaglu. So I mean, he
He's a
really is.
gangster.
Turkish
He's a
He
straight
mafia.
is.
gangster, dude.
Yeah.
Hey, man, the Turks are a little different, and I'm gonna leave it at that.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. But but I don't see Savaglu coming over. I really don't. But I mean, but who's to say? Because I mean, a lot of stuff is said, and then reality kicks in. I mean, we thought Suzuki's gonna be around, then they pull this
They
bullshit
pulled,
in
yeah,
mid-season. So
yeah.
who knows?
Hey,
Who
so
knows?
Hey,
can we say that this whole like silly season that started super early has been like off the walls crazy?
Not really, because I mean, think about it. I mean, for the most part, silly season has started even before the season. If you
I
remember,
agree.
think about this. Think about this. Alex Marquez was on a Repsol Honda when Mark was hurt.
Yeah.
Remember, and he actually did really well.
Yes, he
And
did.
then he lost his seat without even turning a steering wheel in anger. So I mean, who's to say now? But I mean, here's what I think. Here's what I propose. I think what they should do, they should all like have like an open house. Have every rider ride the bikes before they make a decision, and vice versa. Because if you can't ride a bike and then you go, oh, and then you sign a contract and
Mhm.
then you try it out, it's almost like it's like getting married as a virgin, right? You're thinking, oh, this is this is gonna be great, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh my god, oh
It's
my
like,
god.
What
I
the
saved
fuck was I
myself for this
thinking?
moment.
But BT,
Yeah.
all the bikes are like about just as fast, are they not? I mean, they all have different configurations here and there.
But
The rider makes the difference, but all the bikes are relatively fast, don't you say?
it depends if the rider can ride them. I mean, think about it. I mean, Fabio's been bitching about the speed, but look what he's been doing. If he gets
Yeah,
the whole shot, he's
Hmm.
pretty much going to win it. But
Right.
I mean, look at the Ducati. Ducati is a great bike, but at the same time, I mean,
Pico had a
look at the
couple of
riders.
issues. Yeah, Pico had a couple of issues.
Yeah.
I mean, I mean, look, Bastianini's won 3 races, and when he's winning, he looks great. But when he didn't win, it's like, where is this guy? He's what, crashed twice, and Bezecchi, when he didn't crash, he looks like rookie of the
It looks
year.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
mean, you know, so yeah,
Maybe.
so I mean, hey,
Who's
they
to
all can't
tell?
ride the same
Yeah,
bike. You know what I mean? And nobody can ride the Honda. Nobody,
just Mark
nobody.
Yeah. I agree.
Just Mark, and
Yeah.
barely at that.
and
And
barely. Yeah,
barely at
There's
that.
one
Yeah.
person that I would like to see try the Repsol bike. I actually would, and this is just out of all bias. I actually want to see Rins what he does on what he can do on a Repsol bike, because I know there was a little bit of chatter about them considering Rins. I forgot where I read it and who the direct source was, but I
Yeah.
thought that was kind of interesting because Rins is definitely like hard on the front end, and that's what the Marquez Repsol bike is, pretty much like all front end. So like, I don't know. I'm kind of interested in seeing that. It probably won't happen, but it would have been ridiculous if like we could see that, something like that.
No, I totally disagree because I think Renz needs something that's smooth. He needs, honestly, Renz
Smooth.
needs an Aprilia or the other Yamaha. I mean,
I think
because
a
it,
Yamaha. Yeah,
I, I think that would suit him well. But I think that Honda needs somebody who, I mean, but then again, no, I thought Paul was going to be able to handle that Honda because it's a
Yeah.
little rough like he was,
Yeah.
you know, and
different configuration though.
It's got the same characteristics as the KTM.
He
and
had us
and
in the
Paul,
first half.
Paul liked a little rough, and then obviously, yeah. I mean, well, he had one good race basically, and
Yeah.
ever since then, I mean, he's fallen off, dude. So it's like, and it's hard to watch because his smile has disappeared, and he's just like, get me out of here. It's hard to watch,
He's
bro.
got that
So
like coyote help sign right
yeah, it's like,
there.
yeah, that bike is acne, and he's the coyote. He's like, get me off this
Help
damn thing,
me!
man. Yeah,
Ain't nobody
yeah,
helping you, bro.
yeah.
So one thing I think there's a little bit of a divide between the PTG group on who deserves that factory Ducati seat, right? I would like to know, who do you think should be taking that seat if the season were to end now? Who takes that seat next to Pecco?
If the season ends now, you got to give it to Bastianini because he's got 3 wins. I mean, even though his consistency is not there, but it's weird because I just feel like they want Jorge Martin to
Hard
get it so
Martin.
bad
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
because if you watched even last year when he and Zarco were, they had the reveal party, before the season, and it looked like they were just really like kissing his ass and like they really really want him to succeed. I mean, like they want both of them to succeed, but it's like they really were prepping him, and he just hasn't had the 2 years consistency that
And
warrants
yeah,
that. So personally, I really think it's Bastianini's to lose, but shit, man, he's got 3 wins, but after the 3 wins, he's got nothing. So it's like,
Nothing. Yeah.
but if I had to pick, yeah, I would go Bastianini.
Go Bastianini.
Yeah.
Boys,
Yeah.
did we change our opinions, or are we still with?
I'm still going with Jorge Martin, just because like he hit on a major point that Ducati from the start really want Jorge Martin. I feel to really take that seat, but it's hard when Bastianini has done won 3 races already this season and Jorge has not. So yeah, it's
Yeah.
kind of a hard decision.
Andy?
You don't have to ask me, and ask my man.
He's pro Bastianini. I am pro Martin.
Beast.
I feel like he's I don't know. I just in all sports, not just motorsports. I've always like valued consistency, and I just think that with a better bike under his belt, the sky's the limit. But it's a very close battle between the two. I just personally think that Martin's a little bit rough around the edges, and I feel like he'd be like a really great rider to kind of tailor into that factory Ducati bike. That's just me.
Yeah. I mean, I could see that, but I mean, it's like, but I mean that's where you got to make them hard decisions. You got to go, listen.
Yeah.
He's not having a good year. I see his potential. So do you sign on potential or do you sign with
It's not
results?
race
Because
wins, right?
if you're gonna go results, I mean, shit, man, Jack is still holding it down. If you want to go by
That's
Yeah,
true.
right.
That's very true.
Absolutely.
Or freaking Zarco.
Jack, yeah, I mean,
Yep.
look at Jarvis.
Zarco's
But
the
BT,
best.
but BT, let me
Zarco's
ask
a
you.
beast.
BT, let me ask you. What's the deal? All this 1-year contracts. How come they're no longer doing the 2-year contracts to allow the rider to develop?
And I think that I personally think it's because of this COVID thing and everything. I think things are going different. But think about it. Marquez signed what, a 3-year contract or
4
4-year
years.
contract?
Yeah, 4
So
years.
I
He's
mean,
not going
I mean,
anywhere.
Yeah, Mark's not
well,
going
things are different. I mean, they're so different now that I think that's why. I mean, think about it. Before Marquez came, you had to go from, if you came from any other division like Moto 2, you had to go immediately to a satellite team
Yeah.
and then GP. But Marquez changed everything. So, I
Yeah.
mean, I think now the way things are now, I think a 1 year, it's like
It's enough.
there's a
It's
lot of
enough.
incentives. But I don't know because I mean, if you start getting it late, some people get things late in life
Late.
Yeah.
Yeah.
like that,
Yeah.
and sometimes
Yup.
and if you, but you should see that potential. So again, comes down to potential, or like I think we've seen enough that to know that next year he's really gonna kill it. So that's a good question, man. That's a good question. I mean, I think everything's up in the air now more than anything in life, as far as life goes, and in GP.
Yeah.
It's almost like life imitating art. It's like,
What's gonna
Everyone's so
happen?
impatient.
You're absolutely correct.
it really is. I mean, everything's different now in life. I mean, now I mean, I know it's different from,
Oh,
We lost BT
Lost
there
BT.
for a minute. Yeah, I'm sure he'll probably be right back.
Yeah. He'll be right back.
all right. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have lost Sweet BT, but
He was right. I
come
mean,
back.
like it's very hard. It's a very hard decision. I mean, there's a lot of things that are going on right now in GP
There is.
and in life,
back.
like he was saying,
It is.
and it's
Can you
very
see me?
hard for
Yep.
that. There he is. The man's
See me?
right back.
Yep.
What's up, BT?
Okay.
I just feel like also too, man. Like just 1 year's not long enough for somebody to get acquainted to a motorcycle and a team.
No, I
and
think
new
they need a little bit of
atmosphere.
time. Yeah.
Right. I
For
think
sure.
everybody needs a little bit of time to adapt. So,
For sure. Because
but it's a cutthroat business.
It is a cutthroat. Yeah, MotoGP's cutthroat. Yeah.
I think
Well, it's
Formula
like
One is a
anything
little
else
bit
in life.
worse.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to money, everything it almost has to be with all the money involved. I mean, hey, that's why there's Facebook, because you want friends. But I mean, it's like this is big business, baby. So, I mean, you know
It
what I mean?
is.
I mean, it sounds bad, but that's just how life is. I mean, they do the smiles and stuff for the camera, but behind the scenes, they're like,
Get
Right.
hey,
You're
guys,
not giving
listen,
me wings.
I gotta go, guys. I gotta go.
That's fine, man.
No, you're good.
Hey,
All right, BT.
thank you for having
We
us.
appreciate you, B.
Thank you for stopping
Hey.
by.
Let's do this next time. Okay?
You got
I
it.
promise.
We will.
Hell freaking
Well,
yeah.
I'll reach out to
Part
you.
2 with
We'll
BT
set
soon.
something up.
Part 2, guys.
All
All
right.
right, BT.
Appreciate it.
I see you,
Peace.
man. Peace out. Now,
That dude was cool
now,
as
gentlemen,
fuck. I have to say, man, that guy's cool as fuck.
Yeah. BT was a very has like a very like analytical mind. Like he knows the ins and outs. I think a lot further than than what we see that's on the
Well,
computer. So
he's in
he,
it.
I don't know, maybe he might have some
Yeah,
like connections that we don't
he's
know about.
behind the scenes. He's always at Coda. He always goes to different other races. You want some
Mhm.
Yeah, he
information,
goes
MotoGP
overseas.
stuff. He's a
Yeah,
good guy to get info from.
yeah,
Plus, he's a comedian. You know what I mean? You got to go and see
yeah.
Yeah,
his
He's a
show.
yeah,
comedian, so yeah.
yeah, absolutely. Maybe he should do a show at the comedy club that's in my mall, man. We have a really big comedy club here, man. Kevin Hart, Gabriel Iglesias, all those big guys go to
Nice,
that thing. Um,
nice.
well, I haven't been there in a while. My ex girlfriend used to work there, but we're not gonna talk about that. So,
Moving on.
so,
Moving on.
so moving on, yo, fellas, freaking pressure, pressure rise. Come on, please tell me y'all seen this. What,
Epic,
yo?
man.
What is
Hey,
going
no, no,
Hey,
no, no.
let me
Hold on,
ask
hold
you.
on,
Let
hold
me
on.
ask you.
No, 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 no.
Go ahead, Chris.
I've seen it. It's epic. I watched it at work today.
insane?
I love Pressure to Rise. It's the best motorcycle documentary there is, hands down.
Right. And
Hands down.
Andy, if you didn't know,
Yeah.
so we all know the whole Petrucci is a villain. We all know that Matthew Schultz is the underdog trying to make
Trying to make it.
headlines.
Yeah.
We all know that Jake Gagne is practically Superman and Cam Peterson is the perfect teammate. But there's
Right.
one little thing, and Pressure to Rise did a really good job in highlighting it, and I think a lot of people missed it. There's a little bit of tension going on between Hector Barbera and PJ Jacobson
Oh, really?
Yes,
in that
there is.
BMW paddock.
Oh.
Yes.
There's a little bit of tension. There was one scene where Hector Barbera was kind of like, hey, like you're not supposed to come under me, and I think it was like a warm up lap or something, and like apparently they almost collided, and like Hector Barbera was like, yo, give me my space, and PJ Jacobson is um, like you're not you're not a god here. Like I have my own right to go where I want. So some shit like that. Typical.
Yeah, it is. You got to beat your teammate. Yeah, you got to beat your teammate.
Well, I mean,
It sounds like an in-house battle. Right, right.
your
Hey,
teammate's your first
there might be
competition.
a wall going up in that camp. Yes, yes. It is. Yes, 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 yes. I think that would be epic if we had two Americans in World Superbike. It would be. It would be. It would also promote Moto America big time. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
His license plate. Yeah, yeah. I love it, dude. It's epic. Yeah, yeah. A girl off. Yeah, it's dope. I love it.
Well, I had talked. Well, we wait. We know about the Mark Marquez. He has surgery. He's doing better. Recouping, drinking a lot of pizza and beer at home. That's good. Uh,
It's all right.
Franco Morbidelli shaved his head. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Dovey's calling it quits,
Dovey
as
called
we
it
talked about
quits.
with
Yeah, we just
BT.
talked about that
Right.
with BT. Suzuki definitely pulled the plug. That's done deal.
Pulled the plug. Done.
And who else? What else we I think that's it.
Um,
Besides that, that's all.
Aaron Canette's
Oh
getting
yeah,
married.
yeah, he got engaged. Yeah, he got
Aaron Canette's
engaged.
getting
Pretty
married. Yeah.
well. Well, for a little while, I was under the impression that he was gay. I mean, he was over there kissing men. I don't, I hate to put stuff out there like that, but
No, 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 no. You're good. It is. It is what it is. You know. It's just like You never seen Jorge Lorenzo with a
Well,
woman.
oh, okay.
Never have you
Moving
seen
on.
Jorge Lorenzo, even in his social media to this day. You don't never see him just take a selfie with any woman. He's always with
That's true. That's
men.
true. Oh, one more thing before we go. I actually right before I got online with you guys, I saw a post about Susie Perry. We all know who Susie
Yep,
Perry is, right?
yep,
Yeah,
yep.
Susie Perry. Susie Perry is actually coming out with a documentary series with BT Sports regarding Crash.
Yes,
So
yes.
she posted about that earlier today. So be on the lookout for a docu series coming from Susie Perry. That should be exciting. This lady, I believe she is 55, and she is beautiful. My God,
Yep, yep. She is.
what? I make you laugh? Oh, the yeah. Well, she
Yes,
almost killed him. Yeah, she almost killed him. So he had to get
yes.
married. Yeah. It was much better than Pico's car.
Uh,
I know that.
yeah. Right, 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 right. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't want to talk about that.
That's it. No.
Yeah.
In the news. Right.
Well, listen.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes. 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 On the DL. Yeah. Nope.
What I what I say. What I say.
Right. Oh yeah. Shout out to VR46 team. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Yeah. They probably do. They probably do.
They know what I told you all. It's gonna blow by. It's gonna be nothing.
No.
He
No.
already got his
Unfortunately.
punishment.
Uh,
It was $1,000 the
yeah.
Spain government gave him, and I'm sure there probably something going on. He got to go to court. God knows what happened. Maybe he saw
Uh,
Bubba in jail in Spain. You don't know.
well, you don't know. Yeah, that's right. I think so too. Yeah. I think so too. Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
there's a lot of things
I
that
think a better example should have
there's a
been
lot of
set for
things going
sure.
on that we don't know, guys. So,
No, it is. And it's all political.
yep, yep.
Right.
I'm sure. Well, that's
That's
rumors.
I haven't heard
Listen,
anything.
guys,
Yeah, but
I'm
it's
sure
it's
when we
gone
go to
cold.
Silverstone, we're gonna get a whole new
Hear more.
pack of news
Yeah.
and rumors that are gonna
Yeah.
happen on the second half of the season. We should just enjoy the vacation. Everybody's been really quiet and really enjoying their vacation. A lot of guys been getting surgeries done now during the off season. They have been.
Yeah.
They fix, yep, they fix my
Yeah.
back, fix my arm,
Yeah.
fix this, fix that.
Yeah.
Some haven't even been practicing. They've just been at the beach enjoying time. A lot of them been getting engaged.
Yeah.
3 engagements, right?
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Hey, he's got a job to do too, man. He's promoting himself,
Yeah.
and like
Right.
girls love it.
Of course.
Okay, now we going. Now that's now you weird. Now this is weird. Moving on.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That's good.
I
That's good.
do. That's it. Put the corn dogs down. I haven't neither. I know, right?
Silverstone never disappoints. It's gonna be fun. I can't wait.
Never. Man, I told y'all last time. What one of my out picks was Brad Bender for the podium for this weekend when they come to
Yeah.
Silverstone. Not this weekend, but no, it's next weekend. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. That's this weekend. Alvaro
Yeah.
Batista. Yep. Yep.
Oh, but wait a minute. Hold on one second. Let's. I know that our show is all about motorcycle stuff, but aren't you doing something special, Jules? Why don't you fill us in on what you're doing? What is Formula? What's Formula E?
Nice.
Explain everybody what Formula E is.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Where's the race? Where's the race at?
Bro, that's epic, man. That is
On the
so
streets.
epic.
On the streets of Brooklyn, Jules.
Yes. Yes.
That's so we haven't. So we
Yes.
have that. Well, that's gonna be very cool. I mean, you got
Wu
some
Tang.
indie similar like the indie vehicles, right?
That's it.
But are electric, and they're gonna be riding on the
Yes.
streets of New York City and Brooklyn. That's gonna be really amazing to watch
Yeah.
and to hear them coming by because all you
It's
hear is yum yum
amazing.
yum yum yum.
Yes.
Electric.
You know.
Yeah. Okay.
You know.
Very cool.
Dude, that's awesome.
No, besides that, I think we pretty much we've been turned
Yeah.
off too,
Yeah.
guys, because everybody else been turned off. We've been vacationing,
Yeah.
right?
Everybody
I've
else
been
has been off.
riding
Yeah.
the bike and watching some
Me
reruns.
too.
Chris, you just got a new
Me
bike,
too.
right?
Yeah. 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 I got 2011
Yeah, look at that.
ZX6R
So
that I've been riding on
he's
the
been hitting the
street.
streets,
Yeah.
and we just been cooling
So
it.
that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
We need to get your bike
That's
back on the
right.
road, Drews.
Do a track
Yes,
day.
we do. Yes, we do. Yes, we will. Do you guys have any predictions for the World Superbike race this weekend? It is. It is. Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
Okay.
Okay. Ruben Rinaldi. Yeah, he's done well there. Yeah. Yes, he is.
Going over there?
Yes. 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 I'm game. I'm game. No, I'm good. I just hope everybody has a great weekend. It's always been a pleasure. Thanks to our special guest, BT. If you guys haven't seen, go check out his other podcast. Sorry, we're canceled, and Tales from a Gemini. They're our epic
Thanks,
podcasts.
BT. We appreciate you, man. See you later, guys.
See you guys.